No, it just be me and a couple of boys.
Yo, what's the deal, YouTube? We back, man. Still Slippin podcast. We coming at you guys with another episode, and today we have the Kilo Tray Ballas in the building. Y'all give it up, man. One time for the Kilo Tray Ballas, RichDollaS, and his man, Woatumbo. Y'all, welcome to the podcast.
What's up, man? You know, I want to say, man, thank y'all for letting me come up out here, I'm saying, on your podcast, on this little platform to speak about, what I'm saying, the Brogue Avenue Kilo Tray Ballas, and yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're glad y'all was able to make it, man. So before we jump into it, man, like you just gave a little something, but for the people out there that don't know who you guys are and what your crew is about, man, give them a little rundown on your crew, Kilo Tray Ballas, and how y'all started.
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying? This really, really all started on Brogue Ave, and how I really seen, with the Kilo Tray, a lot of the, the older off, and, in the community, I felt as though that, we need to, regenerate that, you know what I'm saying? And that's the movement that we've been pushing, and we've been successful with it, because it's like it's starting to really ring. People starting to really see that we putting in this work.
All right, so you say y'all hood is on where in Davis?
I don't even know. I think it's Brogue Avenue on Davis. Is right by the fire station. It's like right there by what's that? Right by the fire station, right by the Clucking Bill. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think that is Davis. Yeah, that's Davis.
Yeah, that's Davis. Okay. All right.
Yo, yeah, let me jump, man. Mentioning that it was Brogue Avenue, that's your turf, and that was interesting. I mean, I call it Rouge Avenue or whatever, but that's not the interesting bit. The interesting bit is, there's a crew out there called Rouge Avenue Ballers who claim Rouge Avenue, and the original KTB, ATAX KTB, claimed Mirror Park because they said it was Glen Park from San Andreas, but some people don't recognize the San Andreas baller gangs like on the HD universe. So see how maybe you might want to move Kilo Tray out of Mirror Park and put them in close to the baller gangs in Davis and that. So is there anything you got anything to say about Rouge Avenue, and you decided to base your Kilo Tray there?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said that, because as I was looking at it, and I seen like right there, you could see right on Brogue Avenue, you'll see in the game, it's a few guys on this corner, and it's not that many. Right down the street is Grove Street. So according to the story, you have Grove Street, and then you got bars. So according to like a gang, you will have, I'm trying to say, like, if there was a Crips, you're gonna have Rolling 60 Crips. You might not just have them in LA in that particular area. You can have that in the Chicago. I'm trying to say, even though, so the Kilo Tray itself is a different version. You got rolling high ballers, you got multiple, you got Covenant Ave, and you can have that in different, different balling areas. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just, this is, and I wanted to keep it GTA as well as I like, I like, I like, I like it being a unique Kilo Tray thing. So it's not like,
Yeah, I hear you, man. I mean, Kilo Tray is not HD universe, so why not? Just yeah. I mean, they've got no turf in GTA 5, so why not make up a turf for them? Because they're still original baller gang.
Right. Right.
I mean, Lalo's not going to be very impressed with that, but.
Well, I mean, is it?
I mean,
I don't see
it don't
how
matter
it's
what I think though. It's your choice.
well, what's your take on that? Let me hear what you have to say, because I just want to hear your feedback on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I touched on it in the video you just watched previously, man, with the Marabunta Grande. But I just feel like in this map, just stick to the sets that are in here. But everybody, what I'm saying, that's a big thing to add for people, and people gonna do what they want. So.
But if we kept it, like, let's say if we kept it, if we kept it according to the map, then you'll have so many different people having a game, different versions of that same set, right? Versus making it like in reality, it's still keeping it with right. It's still keeping it according to the story. It's just making the map wider.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I get what you're saying. I just know
because you've been doing this for a while, so even with being Davis, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have like 15 variations of Davis. So now that families, funkin' families, or niggas is having, okay, this is this because it's according to the story. I don't think the story was meant for it to be online, niggas. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's being
yeah. I get what you're
online.
saying.
You feel me? All right, well then it's still keeping it with the story, but boom. I don't know. I just
the way I look at that, because it has been multiple Davis, and you know how gangs will have like subsets or cliques. That's the way I looked at it, right? If I have my own crew of Davis, and then you have your own crew of Davis, it's just a clique. We all under the same thing. And then we roll that way.
That's where all that's where the allies come. Then it go from the allies to where now y'all in. And I've been playing this game since PS3, so I remember how niggas just be so. It's too much allies, and I remember even on your podcast how you was talking. You was like, nigga, I'm Davis, and I didn't care what the OGs said. So I knew to relate to the fact of, man, when you stand on something, it's gonna contradict what a lot of people may feel as though that should be. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So you say you were repping back in 2013. So surely you ran to the original KTV on PlayStation, which was
definitely. I seen them. I seen Rolling Heights. I seen the Temple Drive. It was a few players that I remember. Illinois, and I remember, the ballers wasn't a lot of. They wasn't hella deep, but they could shoot, especially in PS3. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay, so RichDollaS, are you going to tell us about your ops you got at the moment in the street? Because I know you and your gang is pretty active at the moment, probably the most active baller gang at the moment in PS5, because PS5 is pretty quiet, but I mean,
well, I'm glad you said that. When it comes to a lot of ops, I get, first of all, it's a lot of ballers. It's a lot of members that were claimed that they were once, ballers that's ballers today. I get, a lot of ops that I have now are, the gang community today is not the gang community of the PS3. So now the gang community is more like players that's do a lot of glitching. So the ops now is more so like Guanis and a lot of other renegade ballers. Like back when they had Death Row ballers, and when they had the renegade. So and then of course the Vargos, the grimy Vargos. We've been at real tough. And even with the family sets, what I'm saying, I don't really see them as pure as it was, and that's just with the community. Period. A lot of cats, they be glitching. So, we pretty much going with everything. You know what I'm saying? No
Yeah,
allies.
I see you got quite a bit of beef with the Form Drive family at the moment, and you're trying to call out their OG L's and Shells, but he seems to be
Right.
sending his little homies after you and not stepping in the lobby himself to shoot at you.
Right. Right.
I mean, I can see
Right.
there's a little bit of a situation on there where you want to face him eye to eye, but he's sending his homies at you. I mean, I can understand why. I
Yeah.
can understand
Yeah.
why that's
And one
frustrating for
thing I
you.
will say about that, one thing I can say, like I got one thing I will say about his set. It's they not glitching and they not cheating and they keeping it GTA. I will give them that. That's one thing I will say. And but as far as him on my level, that's another topic, another time. He know for sure that he don't want to see that. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's one of our ops right now. It's a lot of activity with it. They got one or two decent shooters that but we are OG set, man, so we don't really have a big numbers. So it's gonna take two or three for the one over here.
Yeah, I think you'll get that day, and he will step to you eventually. He's gonna have to.
Right.
But in the
Right.
meantime, you might have to deal with some of his homies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But I will say, it's been a lot of activity. It's been a lot of back and forth, and man, Woo, this is my right hand, and he came in from the MC community, and you know what I'm saying. But we've been really, really, really pushing that.
Let me ask you, man. What's your so you active PS5? You guys out here in the streets. What's your current take on like the current street gang community as like a whole? Would you say from the eyes of RichDollaS and the rest of your crew? Do you feel like people are playing
You
legit? People are keeping it street, or like what's
Nope.
type of issues that you see or you guys see when you guys are out there getting active?
you know what? I'm gonna let my man Woo touch on that because I got a lot to say. But go ahead, tell what you got to say on that, man.
What happened now? What's the question? Talking about they playing
He's
fair or not?
Yeah.
You got a few that do and a lot that don't. And that's pretty much it.
And that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, it's not. If you've been playing this, 10 years or plus, that you'll know a legit shooter. Okay, double rolling, that's one thing, but now these dudes is taking it to another level. And in the gang community, to get back to your question, it's a lot. It's real heavy. So in my opinion, I feel like you got auto aimers or dudes that's that was a rocket to blow you up. Now they work with but you still got legit shooters too. You know what I'm saying? It's still competitive, but it's the same. It's a different competition, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a different thing.
Okay, so people not know, but you used to be Moneybags Balling for quite a while, and you just changed your name to RichDollaS.
Right.
So
Right.
I just wanna let people know that in case they didn't realize
Right.
they ran to you previously.
Yeah, well, with Moneybags balling, that's when I really was doing Brogav balling. You know what I'm saying? And once I decided to, that's when I contacted, you and a few other people to make sure that my Kilo Tray set had the blessings to put it down. And once I got that and decided to put the Brogue Ave Kilo Tray with that, that's when I changed it from money back balling to RichDollaS with the KTBG, just like Woo, and we know we're 100% active with it. So when you do see us in the streets, tag us with the name too.
Okay, so yeah, you want to talk about how you brought KTBG back and how you think it's the legitimate KTBG now, in terms of, I mean, if the old KTBG died out, then why not bring it back as your set?
Exactly. I feel as though that, we putting the kilo back on the tray, man. You know what I'm saying? And we need, from, we keeping it alive. It's not a lot of legit ballers sets out here, And at the end of the day, a lot of guys that was balling, they bloods and they other things, so in the community, we the most active set because, we bring it back. So it's not, this is the new generation of that.
I'm gonna ask you guys this: if somebody was trying to join you guys' crew, man, Kilo Tray, how would they go about that for the people that's out there that's interested in joining you guys?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Loyalty is royalty with that, man. Because being a baller in itself, you a lot of attention, just courtesy of. This ain't something for the faint-hearted. This ain't something to where if you need to have 4 or 5 other members with you to shoot, you gonna have to be able to hold this down on your own. Because usually it's gonna be 2 to your 1 in every situation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got to be loyal to this right here, man. You know what you asking.
And then, so if they do they gotta reach out to you guys if they trying to join. Hit them up on
if I catch you in the lobby or something,
you just
probably do a
lobby?
tryout or something. Or if a person, if you see the crew or something and you send an invite, but that's, I would have to kind of like see what it is in order for you to,
Okay, so what kind of codes does KTBG have in their crew? Like, I mean, do you lay down any laws and shit for your gang members?
It's the thing that we did from PS3s. It's just, I think it's just the Curtis. It's the same thing that in the SGC, man. ARs only. I really prefer not to use shotguns. I'm saying I don't use stuff like that. And what I mean? And of course, no crew hopping. You know what I'm saying? No explosives, right? You know what I'm saying? And
what about CEO, MC, or CEO?
I'm not really. Will you answer that? Because I'm not even really hip to that part of it.
When it gets real deep in the lobby and you got a CEO, it's better to have people for CEO, but don't use the perks of the CEO just so when you die, your bodyguards spawn closer to you so you can move the unit,
Yeah.
But you can't prove that people ain't using BST when they're in the CEO. So we basically said no. That's what the SEC has agreed upon,
right?
Democratically.
Okay. I got a question. I got a question too. Can y'all put this in it? I got a question. Like, how do y'all feel about people blowing yourself up? Like, if you shouldn't do, and then in the middle of the shootout, the other person just blow themselves up. I guess in a way you don't get the kill or you don't get the score. Like, how y'all feel about that?
That's weak as hell, bro.
People know how I feel, man.
That's weak as hell, man.
But if you want to get real technical about it, there's always a scorecard. But those scorecards aren't always 100% correct.
Right.
True.
So
that is true.
That's something
that's a true statement.
How do you feel about that? Because I don't really want to put LNC shells all on blast like that because it's between me and him know that. However, but if you shooting against other people and you win, but they like, well, it's just, but you wasn't up on me. Like the scores, to me, I think scores is not scores and deaths shouldn't even define you as a gang. Like, let me ask you something, OG Leo. What do you define as a solid gang? Because I'm pretty sure it can't just be the score. It got to be overall, right? Like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, so I feel like the scores is just like a small part because sometimes the scores do get glitched sometimes. That's in the
Okay.
session you can have a glitch score where you get a score from like somebody else, another player. But as far as like if you legitimately going and you shooting it out, it depends on how you got it. If it was fair, heads up, you know ARs or pistols. Like I said in the other video, people try to say there's limited guns. You can use SMGs, you can use certain shotguns. You just can't the auto shot
Right.
is. But if you legitimately ARs and y'all shooting and that person up on you, that person up on you. At the end of the day,
Right.
it's supposed to be about fun. And you're supposed to be able to take your L's. You know what I'm saying? If you lose, you lose. Come back, try again another
Right.
time. You get what I'm saying? But there's no need to be lying
Right.
about the scores, trying to do cheats just to be up. You know what I'm saying? Because you do all that cheating to be up. But at the end of the day, you lost. You know what I'm saying? Or you had to cheat to do that.
Right. Right. So do you feel like the gang community at this particular point has been compromised from how it was back in PS3?
That's what it looks like to me. That's why we're trying to get active people like you and your homie right here, Woatumbo. You know what I'm saying? You guys are out there and y'all seeing like what's going on like right now. So you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the purpose of us doing these
Because
podcasts.
really, I miss the camaraderie of the PS3 era where you had, because that's all we had. We didn't have ways to make money, so all you could do was gang bang, right? That's what we had. Niggas was doing missions for what was it? You was doing the little $30,000 missions for money. Like it wasn't no money. Now
Rumble.
Rooftop Rumble, and you ain't never lie. That's my dog right there, man. So yeah, and so with it now, it's like what I'm noticing now. It's not. Man, it's a different. It's a
Hey,
different way of playing.
you keep talking about PS3. Are you sure you're not talking about PS4?
Well, when I say PS3, I'm talking about that's how long I've been playing
Yeah, he talking
GTA.
about PS3
When
back in the day. You used to play. Everybody used to do rooftop rumble for money, bro.
Oh, that was on
yeah.
PS. Oh shit! I
Yeah,
know what I keep thinking you're talking GTA4, man.
Yeah, by the time
Shit.
PS4 came out, that's by the time that models had came in the game, and you had already had
And
millions, and it was the
I
thing of
know.
transferring your cash for that. But I'm talking about main community that really, I don't even think I remember it being an SGC community. I just remember that's when, so
I know what you're
it's a
talking about
different.
now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. You're talking about the PS3 when GTA 5 first came out.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
when we talk community now, man, this community is not just a community where playing legit. I don't even really see a lot of active ballers and families. What I'm seeing now in the community is a lot of Crips, Bloods, and everything that I don't agree that should be in the community because that's not even what the story. How y'all feel about that?
Well, how do you think it negatively impacts the SGC with the criblets?
Because now you have people that you I don't know, man. It's almost
No, think
like
about it, man.
it's
Think about
like
it, man.
you got
It's a
it's
tough
hard to
question,
role
man.
play in that. You know what I'm trying
Tell
to
me
say?
it's a good
Because
question. Tell
it's
me
a
it's a good
very good
question.
question. Because it's hard to it's hard for me to take a Rancho Crip serious. You know what I'm saying? Like the Rancho part, I get right, but it's hard because ain't no Crips in the game.
In the GTA law, yeah.
Right. It would have to be like you a Rancho. I don't know, some kind of I mean, I could see. I don't know. I don't
I know
know.
what you're
Okay, so
saying. Like you talk about the gang community, you can't be blood crip. You gotta either be Grove, Baller, or Vago. People into
Yeah.
the game.
Right.
So the gang,
Or the MC. Yeah. Like I kind of. Yeah, anything outside of that
damn.
is kind of hard. You know, like even with me telling my story with the Kilo Tray, you know, get controversy on that because it's not all the way with the story. But like I said before, in an online setting, I'm trying to widen the map out. You dig it on say? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of at the crib,
Right.
blood. I don't know.
I want to ask you. I want to jump in before Lalo jumps in. I want to ask you because I don't think we've talked much about South Rancho ballers like Old Head and that. I mean, we've talked about your gang. We've talked about um, maybe Brewery Avenue, but we're not really talked about South Rancho, Old Head, and them because they were pretty deep a few years ago. What your interactions were with them as fellow ballers?
I think well, when my interactions with pretty much every baller outside of, and not just because you sitting here, you know, I'll say between cabs, front yard ballers, and a few of those sets, that it was like, you know, okay, it was a little baller love with that. You know, you see another baller, and it wasn't all the way. As far as pro ballers and a lot of ballers went renegade. So my interaction with it all, even to this day, if I see one, my first thing ain't not shoot. I already got my hand on the trigger. That's how that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think South Rancho ballers is renegade?
Uh, I haven't really, to be honest with you, Kilo Tray, and I don't have an LSS, so any baller, they ain't made a way to say that they cool or message me with nothing. So pretty much every set trying to, you know, either shoot or they're gonna tuck around here.
Alright.
Yeah. So for you guys, man, 2025, what's y'all guys' plan, man, for the future, bro? I know, you know, we didn't talk about the GTA 5. Are you guys planning to migrate your crew as a whole to like GTA 6 or anything like that?
Me personally, I don't know. That's a good question. Like, I would like to take that, but then it's like I don't know. Not be a contradiction. Looking at how Crips is in this, you know, I don't know, man. As much as I would want to be all the work that I'm putting in here, there, I don't know because the story there. What if the story there they got Jamaican gangs and shit like that? Like how I don't know if I could bring, like, can you do that? Or I don't know, like you can like a set to Chicago and they started in LA. I don't know. Like I guess that's a question for everybody. How you feel about that?
I know that with the families and ballers, I know on GTA 4, and I didn't find this out till later. GTA 4 people had, you know, fams and baller in Liberty City. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think as long as it's a GTA gang, man, it could work. To be honest, but
right. So it'd be like, let's say if it
even
was
like
out there and
GTA
they had a whole
MCs,
bunch of, yeah, like that. I mean, that might. I don't know. I think that might be kind of that might bring to and you know, if Rockstar allowed to bring my tag, I don't know. I think that would. I don't know. That's up in the air right there, man. I think you know. It's still be do you get to still be accepted in the SGC community? Because if it's gonna be accepted, why not?
Well, it's going to end up being a lot of little gangs again, probably. You know, we the GC all come together, man, and then in there together. And then
Hey, as long as there's some family niggas out there, man. If niggas out there wearing green, then for sure I'm gonna have to keep purple on.
I got a question for Woatumbo though. So with you being right, you said you was in the MC. What do you feel like the differences between the MC community? Because I've always looked at the MC community as being like more structured than the gang community. I feel like it's always been like that.
So you're saying, asking me what's the difference between the MC community and the gang community?
Yeah,
That's a
like
good
in
question,
structure
man.
wise.
It's not really much different, but one thing I have noticed about, oh, look, me being with Dallas is the first I've really been in on PS5. But in the MC community, a lot of the MCs hold a gathering at the end of the week and communicate about all the beef and everybody they came in contact with. You know what I mean? And who's and what game tags, and you know what I'm saying? They talk about and what they're gonna do about it. You know, I don't really see too many conferences happening over here. It's really just me and Dollars, but I don't know what the rest of the gang community does.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that, like I said, I figured it's more structured. I've always kind of, I never been in it, but just encountering people that were, they would say, more. They had more structure over there in the MC community. But yeah, I mean that sounds about right.
Yeah, they know about you. That's all I can say. They know about you.
And
yeah.
I feel like the gang community could take a note from that, man, and learn a little bit, because without it, man, it's kind of chaotic, bro. It's just people just doing whatever, I don't know. Do you guys try to apply some type of structure like that to your game, Kilo Tray?
Oh, that's something we can create, but we create that for the whole community. Why don't the whole community already do that?
I mean, that's a good question, community. SGC, y'all in the comments, bro. Woatumbo asking y'all, why don't you already do that shit, bro? Get your crews together, man. Have some structure. I definitely agree with it, man. I used to do, back in the day, we had those little party grades. Like each crew, you can have your own crew, like chat, group chat or whatever. And I used that back then. But now, I guess people be on Discord or IG, whatever. I don't know what they're doing now, bro. But
they just be doing a lot of gossiping. Cool. They don't be talking. They ain't debating. They ain't talking. They ain't politicking. They just talking shit and gossiping. If you politic, you find out who's real and who's not. Who the fuck will who not to.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good good point of view, man.
Yeah, I think we do need it back, man. Bring that structure back.
But a lot of it depends on ops communicating with each other and stuff, like what we're doing now with this podcast. I mean, I think it's really underrated what we're doing. We're bringing.
Hopefully, man, it brings back the structure in the community to where we can. This is gonna bring more gangs into. It's just because right now you got a lot of cowboys, just like the Wild Wild West.
Nah, Ball is right. What's going on right now is underrated. There's too many people out there to be so much time on this game. This is productive. You find out who's real and who's not. Ball is right. What's going on right here is underrated.
Yeah. See, nigga, that's why you should wear the motherfucking mask. You had something to say.
I think the other episode Jones brought up considering people from the MC community, kind of like, what did you call it? What's the word for it? Imports. But if they officially, come from the MC community, are they technically an import still? If you join a baller gang or something like that?
What's the question?
No, that's a good question. Listen to this shit.
Yeah, what's the real question?
No, I'm asking, do you consider, because I know, like I said, in a previous episode, we brought up imports, right? People coming from the MC. It was used as the MC community. Do you consider it as a bad thing coming from the MC community, or joining the ballers, or is it you're able to transition between both? You know what I'm saying? Can you go through both, ride the fence? I guess.
Yeah, all right. You got him. Go ahead and tell him, man, how you feel, nigga? Because
man, all right. I didn't get shunned from the MC community.
Right.
All right. So I left on my own.
Right.
But you gotta be careful though. I'm not gonna lie, man, because like I said, you got crew hoppers, you got a lot of people out there that change their accounts to do other things to hop on a gamer tag. You know what I mean, so I might be Woatumbo MC on another account that you ain't never seen.
Right.
I'm Woatumbo KTBG, but I'm trying to holler at dollars because I know him from Moneybags,
Right.
and that's
You
you got to
know,
be careful with them
and
imports.
so right when, I mean, I remember when we first got together, the first thing we had to do was get it out with your crew, and we was getting in with MCs. We don't really funk with a lot of MCs no more now. Like, the other day he was talking like, why niggas leave the lobby now? So, but yeah, I think, I think it do be a little bit of, what you think though?
I'm gonna be honest. Ever since I left the MC community and joined the gang community, I don't see a lot of MCs no more. I see a lot of gangs riding around now. So that shit kind of low key. That's sus. Like what? You know what I'm saying? You might need to be careful about the imports for real, because who they trying to get?
Well, they're just trying to be active in it. They're just trying to find people to shoot at who, because when you go into a lobby, 90% of the people are going to be flying oppressors, riding
Right.
tanks, doing shit.
Right.
So people want to look for people who are shooting ARs. Do you know what I mean? And it's pretty
Right.
rare.
Yeah,
Right.
100. That's real. They want some real play, but you can't be considered a real player if you disappearing from side to side and slide across the map and shit
That
and beat and
part.
shit. You ain't no
That
shot,
part.
man. You
That part.
counteracting another player that's glitching while you glitching too. So you ain't really playing
Right.
100. I don't
You
want to
could
counteract a
even,
glitch.
man, I got videos, and you know what I'm saying? You could even see, like, you can literally see, like, and yeah, man, that part right there. I'm
You
not
all
even
know what
going
we talking about.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to
you
get
know.
to, man. Like, I feel like even if, so say, like, just for me, for example, if I see some fans doing it, for me, I'm gonna have to be like, hey,
We do
Yeah,
separate
John,
videos.
if you want to cut
so,
everything, I like to leave shit in. His question, I'm gonna leave it in.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't, I
Hey,
don't
make
get
sure you
offended by
get
nothing.
some
You know what I'm
of shit
saying?
up in
I
there
started out
with
family.
the MC community shit. Make sure
Cause
you get some
you
of
know
the
the
MC community
little
shit
you ever
with
see the
Wolf.
little NPCs with the hockey jerseys? That's David's families right there. If you ever
yeah,
pay
okay.
attention
So
to them.
I want to ask something to Woatumbo about the MC community. I want to ask him, does he know a person named JD Money?
J Money.
JD Money.
What MC though?
Right, so you don't know him. That's a good thing, man, because you shouldn't know him. You don't want to know him, because he's a renegade baller who is MC 50% of the time, or
Man,
most
you
of
hate
the
JD,
time.
don't you?
Right.
I feel like you came at me sideways asking me questions.
I
Hey,
did
do
come at you
you
sideways, man. I did,
you know
because
a nigga
Layla
named
wants to get him on the
Stolen
podcast.
Chaos?
Because I'm from 2015, man. I am the MC community.
Yeah, you should know JD
So
Money
who's
then.
Jade? Yeah. So what was Gamer Tag in 2015 then? Tell
Yeah,
me
it's
that.
always been
See,
a
that's why I
Game
feel like
Boy.
you came at me sideways.
Now, if you don't know
I'm
JD
just,
Money,
you know.
I'm just letting you know that he must be a nobody if you don't know him, because he thinks he's somebody.
So that's a relevant question.
He thinks he's somebody though.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I'm not being sideways.
That's a good answer, man. I like your answer.
Nah, this nigga right here, Woo, and that he know he like known in that.
I know all the motherfuckers. They got YouTube shit too, man. I know motherfuckers famous.
Yeah, well, JD Money is a nobody in both communities, and he wants to get on this podcast.
I don't know.
Man,
that's what I said, man. Why you don't want JD to come on the podcast and tell his story, man?
I don't like him,
man. Nigga here, man, so he can get exposed with my nigga.
You can't be biased, bro.
Expose me, man. What MC?
No, so my nigga Wu can expose that nigga. Nah, bring him on here, man. We need a little bit of space in here, man. We can talk about Kilo Tray and put that nigga on blast. Hell yeah.
And have you run into Sanduka, Marabou the Grand?
I have run into a couple of them. I have ran into them, you know. I even ran into a Aztecers, you know. I ran into a few of them.
Have you got anything to say about Marabou the Grand? MG13.
I mean, to be solid, man, you know, like, you know, out there, but, you know, we Kilo Tray, man. So, I mean, we've been under a lot of pressure, you know. So, the only ones that I've really been really seeing a lot, you know, I mean, I have seen them out there. I have seen them act, you know, I've seen it to be solid, man. It's a few Aztecers that can shoot, but, you know, for the most part, you know, they're not real active.
All right. That's a good answer, man. I like that.
I ain't seen an Aztec at all, to be honest with you.
Man, well, this is one dude, man, named Hated Face, but with an S, not with a C, with an S. And be like on. I mean, nah, he'll pull up on me, you know, but nah, he ain't put.
That's pert face, that is. Hated Face is pert face.
Yeah. He'll pull up on the bike, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I put him on his pockets, but
pull backside. Of course, he import.
Yeah, man. He'll pull up on the bike and I'll put him on his pockets.
Yeah, damn show is an import.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, look at that sunset out there, man. That's beautiful. Look at that, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, bro. We got the time, man. Y'all have social media y'all want to shout out there so people can hit y'all up? for like recruitment and shit like
Yeah,
that, or
man.
wherever
You
they can
know, you
find you
can
to make content?
really how I do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, on my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? RichDollaS _ KTBG. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. You know.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, man. Sorry, man.
Uh, It's Woatumbo, but upside down M. Just send me a message or a friend request.
Yeah.
All right, for sure, man. Kilo Tray in the building, man. Y'all heard it, man. They say, man, get out there,
Yeah.
play legit, stop being hoes, stop glitching, take your L's along with your W's, man. Y'all
Yeah.
heard them, bro.
That's right, man.
Keep it 100.